I'm Kylie. Welcome to Sunrise Vinyasa here at the Canopy and the Roots. I am coming to you from Colorado with Colorado Yoga Connection. We provide online yoga, trauma-sensitive yin, and vinyasa too. So I'm just signing on a few minutes early. Our class will get started at 7:30. Okay. Oh, there we go. It's working. Awesome. Hi, Mom. All right. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. Here we go. You should be able to hear me a little bit better now. How's everybody doing this morning? You can Leave a note in the comments. Let me know how the sound is. And I would love requests. So if you have any requests for our practice this morning, just drop it in the comments and we'll just give it another minute before we get started. My husband made me coffee this morning and he left it for me. He went climbing and he left at 4 a.m. But he made me coffee. He was waiting on the counter. Hey, Cindy. Awesome. I'm so glad it's working. And so I just left a note on the door for him because I don't know exactly when he'll get back. And I told him to use the front door if he comes back before 8:15 in the morning. Or he'll be a part of the live stream, which is okay too. Hey, hi Claire. Glutes, oh boy. Yes, I was thinking about getting into the IT band too. Cindy and I went for a run. Oh, going swimming today, Mom? That's awesome. Cindy and I went for a long run yesterday, and so I'm feeling sore today. Are you sore, Cindy? And I was thinking maybe we need some hamstrings, some glutes, some IT band. Awesome. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. So, I invite you to turn on the playlist from Spotify that I left in the description of the video if you'd like, or you can turn on any music you have at home. Find a comfortable seated position on your mat. Maybe close your eyes. Bring your hands to heart center. Or gently rest your hands on knees. And begin to settle in, letting go of anything that needs to get done today so that you can be present, start your day fresh. Always keeping in mind that no matter where our thoughts go, no matter where our thoughts wander, we always have a chance to start again. Every thought that enters our mind is an opportunity for renewal, a chance to start fresh, a chance to let go of burdens, of worrying about the future, a chance to let go of what if and embrace what is. Begin to notice your breath, maybe letting your attention focus on the low belly space, inhaling fully and exhaling completely. Settling into the rhythm of your breath. Taking a few more deep breaths here. Maybe letting one hand come to the belly and one hand to the heart space so you can feel the expansion and spaciousness of the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Releasing hands to knees, finding a tall spine, rooting down through the sits bones, feeling the complete length of your spine all the way from the base up through the crown of the head, slightly tucking the chin to create space in the neck and softening the shoulders away from the ears. On your next breath in, gently open your eyes and take your hands wide and high. Inhale, exhale, press the palms away from you, bringing the fingertips back down to the earth. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, lower. Inhale, hands high. This time taking a tricep stretch, hand to elbow. Keep that length in your spine, lifting through the heart space. And then reach up and over, opening up the side body. Inhale through center, reach the palms apart, and then switch sides. Taking opposite elbow, opening up the shoulder and the tricep, and then reaching up and over to get into the side body. Inhale through center and release, pressing the palms apart. And then taking the left fingertips to your ear, you can extend those opposite fingertips or lower them to the earth. Taking a gentle opening through the side of the neck. Maybe extending peace fingers, noticing the stretch. Move up through the forearm into the shoulder. And then ever so gently release and switch sides. Gently release and take a gentle spinal twist to one side, binding hand to knee, propping up on fingertips, and turning your gaze over your shoulder. Finding length in the spine as you inhale, and maybe a little more depth as you exhale. Slowly unwind, turning your gaze forward and letting your torso follow in transition to a gentle spinal twist on the other side. Inhale to find length, and exhale, find depth as you gaze over your shoulder. Gently unwind, coming back through center, and transition with me to child's pose. Taking the knees wide, sink the hips to the heels, and walk your palms forward, resting your forehead on the mat. Melting the heart, sinking the shoulders down and back. Come back to your breath here. Staying in child's pose for a few more moments, knowing that throughout our practice you can always come back here. Inhaling fully, feeling that expansiveness, that spaciousness in the low belly as gravity assists your breath in child's. And then exhale slowly and completely, drawing the breath back into the belly. Coming back to the rhythm of your breath here. Maybe trying to find some length in the exhale. Slowly rising up onto fingertips in child's, moving the stretch into the shoulders and back body. Melt the heart. And on your next breath, find a little more lift, and then take the right hand and slide it under the left for thread the needle in child's pose. Let your ear come to the mat. You can keep that opposite arm extended out long in front, or draw it along the low back for a gentle twist. Taking a full breath here. And then transitioning back through center. Find length and then switch sides, taking opposite arm underneath and lowering onto the shoulder and thread the needle, keeping the hips towards the heels. And slowly transitioning back through center, rise up, moving to tabletop, drawing the knees into alignment with the hips, stacking the shoulders over the wrists, engage the low belly, and find that same long spine here in tabletop. Extend your right foot out long, planting the toes on the ground, and then press into the base of the palms to shift the weight into the heel, beginning to open up the calf. Shift forward, lift the heel high, and then cross the foot over, planting toes on the other side. Gaze towards your toes. Feel length across the side body. Come back through center, transitioning to the other side, extending left toes out long, shifting the weight into the heel. Noticing opening through the back of the leg. Shifting forward, flex the foot, lift the heel high, and then cross it over and turn your gaze towards your toes. Coming back through center and tabletop, lift the right leg, flex the foot, lift the heel, and this time extend opposite arm out long. Feeling length from the bottom of the foot through the fingertips. Inhale, exhale, round the spine, draw elbow to knee, nice and slow. Inhale, find length. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, find length. Exhale, lower and switch sides. Extending the left heel out long, flex the foot, spread the toes, and then match, balancing with opposite arm extended. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round through the spine, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, reach, find a little more length, and then lowering back down. Begin to flow through cat-cow, completing our spinal warm-up. Inhale to gaze up, sway the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, hollow out the belly, round the spine, tuck the chin. Feel free to find organic movement here, maybe taking an inventory of how you're feeling. Moving as slowly or as quickly as you'd like, noticing any areas that might need a little bit more attention during our practice. Taking one more breath here, and then when you're ready, step the right foot forward to our first low lunge. Front knee is bent, stacked over the ankle, and the back knee is lowered onto the mat. You can interlace hands just behind the knee to find length, or use blocks here if you have them at home. Let your focus rest on the top of your back foot, and then press that foot in to feel opening through the hip flexors. Gently release, reaching fingertips for the floor, straighten the front leg, shift your weight onto the heel, flex the foot for half splits. You can stay lifted on fingertips here, or bend the elbows to fold forward, leading with your heart lifted, maybe a little bit of extension through the chin, keeping that length in your spine so that you have more depth as you fold forward. Drawing the hips into alignment, noticing a deeper opening through the back of the leg, and then shifting forward, coming back to low lunge, rising up, lifting fingertips this time, and then cactus the arms, open the heart. Inhale, hands high, exhale, lower. Step the right foot back, and the left forward, coming to low lunge on this side. Find some length, and then let your attention rest on the top of that back foot, pressing it into the mat, feeling a shift or opening through the hip flexors, especially in the front of the hip on that right side. Release fingertips to the mat, straighten the front leg, flex the foot. Draw the hips into alignment as much as possible, drawing that left hip back into alignment with the right. And find length, and then fold forward to whatever depth feels good here. Still warming up the backs of the legs. And then shifting forward, coming back to low lunge, reach the fingertips high, inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the heart. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, lower. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and step forward with me to forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you'd like. You can reach for a block here if you have one. Let your heart drape over the thighs, crown of the head, reaching for the floor. Maybe sway from side to side. Gently bending one knee and then the other. And then heel toe, big toes to touch with a slice between the heels, keeping a micro bend in the knees. And gently bend the right knee, straightening the left, and walk your fingertips out towards the right corner of the top of your mat. Folding forward, beginning to feel a little more opening through the top of that left leg. And then switch sides. Drawing the fingertips through center. Gently bend the knees. Take hands to shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Find length in the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Taking a little bit of that length with you into your fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, fold forward with a long spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, and step to plank. Hold in plank. We'll meet in downward dog in just a few moments. Option here to take a vinyasa or chaturanga. Coming to a low push-up. And then inhaling through upward facing dog. Knees and hips are lifted. Press actively into the palms like suction cups on the mat. Lift your heart. Gaze forward. And then exhale, engage through the core. Lift the hips and come all the way back to our first downward facing dog. Press into the palms. Melt the heart forward. Shoulders down and back. Bend the knees as much as you need to here. And then find organic movement. Maybe sway the hips from side to side. Gently bend one knee and then the other. And then find stillness, centering in downward facing dog. Inhale to the toes. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands through heart. Inhale, hands high. And exhale, fold. Coming right back down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Plant the hands and step or hop to plank. Your choice to flow through chaturanga if you choose, maybe moving a little more quickly this time. And then meeting in downward facing dog. On your next breath in, step or hop, feet to the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising all the way up, hands high. Exhale, hands through heart. Great job. Inhale, sweep the hands high and sink the hips back into chair pose. Gaze down, making sure you can still see your toes popping out in front of your knees. Maybe even experiment with lifting the toes. Take the shoulders down and back. Draw the pinkies inward towards one another. And gaze forward. Great job. Inhale, reach with the fingertips. Exhale, sweep the hands back. Airplane the arms. Nice work. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, sweeping. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, airplane. Lower body stays the same. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, hands through heart. Fold forward, straightening the legs. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step or hop to plank. And yogi's choice to flow through vinyasa. Meet in downward facing dog. On your next breath in, take the right leg high. Flex the foot and lift the heel. Notice how that changes the stretch through your grounded leg. Lift your heel a little bit higher and notice how that changes the stretch. And then bend that lifted knee, opening up the hip in three-legged dog. sinking the heel towards the earth. Straighten the front leg, flex the foot, lift the heel, and then bend the knee and draw the knee in towards the chest and hover. Rounding through the spine, creating lift through the low belly. Inhale, hold. Exhale, step through. Rising up to crescent lunge. Feeling length through the extended leg, pressing through the heel. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, airplane the arms, draw the chest forward over the thigh. Beautiful. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, sweeping the arms back. One more time. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, sweeping. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, transition to warrior two. Turning your hips to face towards the long edge of your mat. Sinking into the front knee. Knees stacked over the ankle. Extending your arms out long in a T. And turn your gaze forward. Inhale. Exhale. On your next breath, reach forward, binding forearm to the top of the thigh, reach up and over for extended side angle. And then flowing back through center and reverse warrior. Flowing through center, gaze is forward, and then straighten the front leg. You can keep a micro bend in the front knee. Moving to triangle pose. Arms in a T. Shift the hips to the back of the room as you reach fingertips forward. Feeling opening through the front leg, the inner thigh. Reach forward. And then take that hand down to the inside of the calf. Reach opposite fingertips up and towards the sky. Lifting out of the side body here. And on your next breath in, engage the core. Draw the arms back through center. Flip the front palm. Reverse triangle. Feeling opening through the side body. And then unwind. Cartwheel your arms down. Pivoting on the back foot. Sinking into the front knee. Coming back to a low lunge. And then step to plank. Option to take a Vinyasa Chaturanga here. Flow through upward facing and meet in downward facing dog. Take a full breath in down dog. Nice job. Setting up for the other side. Take your left leg high. Flex the foot, lift the heel. Notice where you feel the stretch in your grounded leg. Lift the heel a little higher. Make sure your toes are spread. Pinky towards the floor. Foot flexed. And notice how that changes or deepens the stretch. Bend the knee. Flex the foot. Open up the hip. Dropping the heel towards the earth. Three-legged dog. And then straighten that leg. And bend the knee, drawing it into the chest and hover. Hold here for a full breath. And then step it through, setting up for crescent lunge. Press into the back toes. Create a strong foundation in the lower body. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, airplane the arms, drawing the chest forward over the thigh, and then sweeping the hands back behind you, fingertips reaching to the back of the room. Inhale, hands high, gaze forward. Exhale, airplane, gaze towards your front toe. Inhale, hands high. Last time, exhale, airplane. Great job. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, pivot on the back foot, opening up for warrior two. Reaching the fingertips apart, turning your gaze forward, checking the alignment of your front knee, stacked over the ankle. Inhale, exhale, sink a little deeper. On your next breath, reach forward, finding forearm to knee. Reach opposite hand up and over. And then flow through center, flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Coming back through center, setting up for triangle. Straighten the front leg. Feel free to keep a micro bend in the knee. Shifting your hips to the back of the room, reaching forward as far as you can to maintain length in the side body. And then open up for triangle arms. Fingertips towards the sky. If it feels okay for your neck, you can gaze up towards those fingertips. And on your next breath in, come through center, reverse triangle. Flow the arms forward, bending through the front knee, sweeping fingertips to the earth, pivoting on the back toes, and step back to plank. Flow through. Finding downward facing dog. Deeply bend through the knees. Gaze forward and step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, straighten the legs forward, fold, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, sweeping back up to chair pose. Big toes together, toes peeking out beyond the front of the knees. Maybe sink a little deeper in your chair, reaching the fingertips high. Take a breath in, and then let it go, sweeping your arms back to airplane. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, airplane. Stay engaged through the low belly. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Inhale, hands high. Stand all the way up to high mountain. And exhale, hands through heart center. Nice job. We'll take a quick balance posture here. Lift your right foot, hugging knee to chest, interlacing the hands around that knee. So here I'm opposite of you. Hugging the knee in, and then holding the knee in the right hand, opening up for extended hand to knee. Stay active through the lifted foot and leg, grounded through that standing leg, noticing where you feel all four corners of the bottom of your foot. Option to move to extended hand to toe, interlacing peace fingers around the big toe, and then find extension in that leg. Whew. If you fall out of it, just come right back to where you were. Balance is a forgiving practice. Beautiful. Gently release. Come back through center. Hug that knee in before you lower the leg. And then release. Shake it out. And prepare to switch sides. Hug the left knee in this time. Feeling grounded through the standing leg. Setting your gaze on a point in the room that is fixed to center your balance. Option to open up for extended hand to knee, feeling opening through the hips. And when you're ready, if you'd like to try peace fingers to big toe, and then finding extension on this side. Great job, guys. We're almost down. Almost to the cool down. Before you lower that leg, hug the knee into the chest. And then release, shaking it out. Sweep the arms out wide, lift the chest, and then swan dive forward. Coming all the way down to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands and step or hop to plank. Hug the elbows in. If you flow through chaturanga, inhale through up dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Noticing any ways you feel differently in this down dog compared to our first. Take the right leg high. And then bend the knee, draw it through, moving to swan or pigeon. Sinking the hips to the floor, checking that extended leg is out long behind you, straight as possible. And then shifting your torso and gaze forward, propping up on fingertips, flex the front foot to protect the knee, and then fold forward, walking fingertips out long in front, letting your torso drop onto that bended front knee. You can come to forearms or forehead to the mat, whatever depth feels best. And take 3 complete breaths here. Rising up, finding length, and then shifting the weight into that hip. Extending opposite leg out long. Find length here through center, and then turn your torso to face that extended leg and walk your fingertips forward on either side of the leg, maybe reaching for ankle, for toes or bottoms of the feet, and then fold forward. Drawing the forehead towards the knee. Rising up, taking your left hand to the inside of that foot, or even peace fingers to big toe, then opening up with the opposite hand. Flowing up through center, plant that hand at the base of the opposite hip, and open up onto the knee and ankle points for falling star. Lowering back down and transition back to downward facing dog. Moving to the other side, take the left heel high. And then draw it through, setting up for swan on this side, making all the same checks that you did on the other side. And then moving to the depth that feels good here. Maybe staying lifted on fingertips on this side, or coming back to forearms. Coming back to your breath, and coming back to slowing and extending the exhale. And one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Rise up onto the fingertips. Shift your weight into that hip. Drawing opposite foot out long. Find length through center. And then fold forward over the extended leg. Reaching hands forward towards the bottom of your feet and drawing the forehead to the knee. Taking the right hand to the inside of that foot or peace fingers to big toes, sweeping opposite hand up and over. Gaze up towards your fingertips. And then flowing up, planting that extended hand next to the hip and opening up for falling star. Lift the hips, turn your gaze towards your lifted fingers. And then sink the hips back down, this time drawing soles of the feet together for butterfly. Find length, taking thumbs to the bottoms of the feet, opening up the feet like a book. Find length and then fold forward. Maybe sway from side to side. Inhale, coming back through center. Draw the knees together and make your way onto your backs. Hugging the right knee into the chest. Stay active through both legs. Spread the toes, flex the feet. And then bend the extended leg, bringing the sole of the foot to the floor. Taking the right ankle to the left knee, open up the hip in figure four. Interlace hands behind the knee and draw that figure four in towards your chest to whatever depth feels good. Maybe noticing opening along the outside of the leg, the outside of the hip. And then here, I invite you to gently roll onto that right hip. Just noticing if that changes the stretch. If it doesn't serve you, you can always come back through center to figure four. Sometimes this pinpoints that glute or top of the IT band. Slowly come back through center. Draw both knees to chest and begin to make circles in one direction, massaging the low back. And then gently switch directions. Interlace the hands just underneath the left knee. Extend the right leg out long. Flex the foot. Spread the toes. Squeeze that knee into the chest, creating compression in the hip. And then draw the sole of the extended foot to the floor, bending the knee, ankle to the knee, and open up the hip for figure four on this side. Interlace hands behind the knee, hugging the knee into the chest. Flex the foot. Maybe notice if this side feels differently. And then if you did on the other side, you can gently rock over onto that hip. Taking a full breath here. And then gently rocking back through center. Release the ankle, hug the knees to the chest, squeeze everything together, and then take the soles of the feet to the sky. flex the feet, spread the toes, gazing up towards the ceiling and legs up the wall. Maybe gently sway your feet from side to side and forward and back. And then release, extending one leg at a time, reaching arms up overhead, taking a full body stretch. And then let everything go, drawing your hands by your sides. Sink the shoulders into the mat, let the toes fall to the outer corners. And close your eyes. Coming to our final posture, I invite you to turn off the feed and stay here as long as you would like. Or simply focusing on your breath for 3 more breaths. Noticing the rise and fall of the low belly. Feeling opening and expansiveness from head to toe. Whenever you're ready, find small movements here. Maybe open and close the palms, or bring the thumb to first finger, press and release. Wiggle the toes and gently make your way back to a seated position where we began. Come back to your breath and just take an inventory of your thoughts, noticing if anything has changed. Setting an intention to carry this feeling with you into the rest of your day. To grab hold of the idea that you always have a choice. You can always come back to this space. No matter where the day goes, no matter what fears or worries arise, you can come back and choose to focus on the present, to find peace, and to find renewal. Gently opening your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the class. Hi, Alex and Alyssa. Hi, Laureen. Hi, Heidi. Hi, Sherry. Thank you all so much for coming. I'll be here next week as well, Thursday mornings at 7:30, Canopy and the Roots. All right, have a great day, guys. Bye.